Hello, everybody. Good morning. Today we're going to talk about three major shifts that are happening in social selling right now. Because listen, we need to talk. We need to talk because there's a major shift happening in social selling landscape, and it might seem that it's more difficult right now to push your offer and to see the traction. However, it's just the fact that a lot of entrepreneurs are still operating in messaging and in the reality that was true in 2020. But right now it's 2024, and right now the user behavior is changing. A lot of things are changing right now, and I think it is important for us as entrepreneurs, especially if we want to grow organically, to adapt our behaviors. So, um, before we get started, let's do a little bit of a housekeeping. Um, if you want to get the most out of this live stream, no matter if you're watching on replay or if you are participating live, I want you to engage with me. Why it is important for you? First of all, if you are engaging on a platform like LinkedIn, people see you, and you want more people to see you. You want to put your name out there because I kid you not, I gained so many wonderful, meaningful connections just through connecting people through the comments. So I want you to engage. And the first thing that you can do right now is to let me know in the comments where you're watching me from. So people see your name, and if your tagline, if your headline, tagline on LinkedIn is set up correctly, people gonna see your tagline, and people might want to work with you, and people want to connect with you because, listen, you're just one connection away from your perfect opportunity. So that's why I want it to be as interactive as possible. Also, if something resonates with you, hello from Atlanta. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much for joining. So, if something resonates with you, write it down in the chat for your neighbor because maybe somebody misses it. Maybe somebody doesn't think of something that resonates with you for themselves. So, let me know, keep engaging in the chat and let me know what resonates with you because again, how like we're going to talk about social selling and algorithms and engagement, but when you post something meaningful in the comments, when you are engaged in the comments, people see that, and that may resonate with other people, and this is how you form meaningful connections. All right. So, one more thing. One more thing. I think this is all the housekeeping that I have right now. Can engage in the comments, introduce yourself, tell me where you're watching me from. Okay, let's go. So, three major shifts that we need to think about right now when if you are online entrepreneur, if you're selling high ticket offer, um if you are playing organic reach game, the number one that you need to be really not cautious, but keep in mind is your messaging. You have to be really crystal clear of who you're serving and how you're serving them. And you have to be specific because, listen, right now, especially if you are in in education space, again, like if you are in education space, meaning like if you're a coach, if you're a mentor, if you're helping people with advice, um drop a in the chat. Drop a in the chat if you are giving any sort of advice or mentorship or guidance to people. Drop a in the chat. So, especially if you are in this online education industry, it's important to be specific because the industry is indeed like no matter if you like, no matter if what other coaches will tell you, the industry is more saturated right now because after 2020, we see a lot of entrepreneurs decided to run their business online, provide some sort of educational or advice-based services, teach people how they do the things that they like, that they know how to do well. And right now, people are looking for specifics. And the more specific you are, the better, the better quality leads, the better quality audience you're going to attract. And for that reason specifically, I put together 11-minute no fluff training. And when I say no fluff training, it's no fluff training. It's no rah rah messaging. It's no like, oh, like this is so like this is so hard for you to gain traction in your business. And look at my client X, look at my client Y, look at my client B. Like no, like I'm getting straight to the point. Get the training in, like the link is in my bio if you are on Instagram. If you are on LinkedIn, the link is in my comment section. So like it's 11-minute training video. And it's also, if you are listening to it and think, okay, how do I work with you? You can either book a call with me or watch the training, or better yet, watch the training and book a call with me. And again, this is not a sales call. Like I'm not selling you anything. I'm letting you know, like if you want to hone in your messaging, there's 11-minute training straight to the point, no fluff whatsoever, available to you. It is in the comment section. You can watch it, you can implement it right now. And if you need have more, you can schedule a strategy call with me. So and if you are on the podcast, if you're listening to the podcast, the link is in the show notes. So, and if you didn't know, like for those who are listening me live, like I repurpose my live streams into my podcast episodes. So, messaging is number one. This is essential. You have to be specific. You have to you have to know what problem you're solving. You have to know who is your person. You have to know who is your person. And listen, in my previous live stream, I was talking about niching down, and that it took me quite some time to niche down on my person. That was not just easy. That it's not an easy process. For me, it was really looking back who I'm working with, what is the majority of clients that I'm working with, and who is getting the most transferable most transformational results from my coaching program. And also look at my story. So um number two, if you are playing organic game on social media, if you're not paying for pay, if you're not doing paid ads, and if you want to do organic reach, it's important for you as never before to go ahead and engage with your ideal customer. You have to give more than you can receive. You have to like, and this is the simplest law of reciprocity. If you want to get money, if you want to get clients, if you want to get people into your program, into your services, if you want to get more clients, engage with your clients, support your clients on social media, because I can this is something that I see even with my clients sometimes. Like you target one group of people, let's say like arbitrary, like you target nurses or accountants or financial professionals, right? Like this is who your target, this is your who. And then you go ahead and you engage with everybody but your ideal client. You engage with everybody and anybody but your ideal client. It is essential for you to go ahead and engage with your ideal clients. If they don't post anything on the platform, like regardless what your platform, and by the way, these are social selling tips. Like platform agnostic. I'm a huge fan of LinkedIn, and I help my clients to get traction with LinkedIn. It's just faster this way. But this is social selling 101. This is what works on Instagram. This is what works on Facebook. And this and this is essential part of you, if of you getting in front of your customers, engaging in with their content. And if they don't post content, engage with them periodically in the DMs. And again, the EM's game, it's not about you like hopping on a sales call with them. It's not about, hey, let's see how we can collaborate together. Because this is a lot of entrepreneurs. This is the game that a lot of entrepreneurs play on LinkedIn. You connect, you don't know anything. And I know, and I mean anything about me or anything about your new connection, and you are trying to get them on a call immediately. Like, this is not the numbers game. This is not the numbers game. This is relationship game. And like how your call would be if you establish connection, establish rapport, get real conversation started in the DM, and then like when the time is right, you invite them to a conversation on Zoom and do your discovery call or do your networking call, like whatever you do, or apply for your program, or like really understanding and hearing them first. So engaging with your customer is essential. And if you think like my customer is not on the online, they are online. They are online. If you think that your customer is not on LinkedIn, is not on Instagram, is not on Facebook, they just don't do anything online, you are wrong, because the majority of population are online. They're either like maybe they're watching YouTube, and maybe this is where you need to be. And maybe this is the platform that you need to optimize and leverage other social media platforms like LinkedIn to get traction. Maybe they're there. Maybe they're like they are online. It's just the problem. It's just the uh market research problem. You need to do better market research, better understanding where your people are at. And I'm telling you, your people on LinkedIn, because I found all kinds of people on LinkedIn. I mean all kinds of people. So, and if you're working with professionals, if you're working with nurses, if you're working with accountants, if you're working with financial professionals, if you're working with software engineers, if you're working with beauty brands, your clients are on LinkedIn. And in fact, it's gonna be easier for you to reach them on LinkedIn to reach them on LinkedIn. Again, engagement. Like, let me know in the chat if it resonates with you. Let me know in the chat if it resonates with you, and what resonates with you. Because, like, listen, this is like, let me spell it out how engagement is going to increase your relationship building with your customers. So imagine you are a customer, you are considering a service. Like, I don't know, let's say silly example, let's say I'm looking for a deodorant, and let's say, like, I don't know, a brand Old Spice start engaging with my content and commenting, literally commenting on my post. Like, I will look into their account and like, okay, Old Spice, or like whatever, like whatever it is, like, I see you. You're engaging with me, and I will start engage with their content. It's the reciprocity. Uh, and this is essential. Engaging with, like, give back more than you can receive. Because listen, and this is what I see a lot of big brands are doing right now. This is the mistake in social selling with big brands, that like you don't see people who are engaging with you. Meaning you need to hire a social selling person who will engage with your people. You need to hire people, like, you need to hire people who will create that community. Because with that community, with that relationship, there's no business. Because right now we are in a relationship market. right now. And we are in a relationship marketing because people are tired from people yelling and yapping at them from every single corner of the internet. And this is like this is very essential. Find your people, engage with your people, support your people. Because I literally was talking to my mentor a couple of days ago, and I said, "Hey, like, it's just insane. So, like, some of the entrepreneurs, like, like they create their persona, right? Their buying persona, their person that they're like arbitrary person who are they're targeting, and they never engage with them." And like how that person would know that they're like that they have anything for them. So number three is how you engage with conversations. Again, um a couple of months ago I did an audio room how to sell in the DMs, and conversions happen through conversations, but there has to be a conversation. No pushy, no salesy, conversation, establish the connection. Because listen, if I had $1 for every single DM that I'm getting on Instagram, that I'm getting on LinkedIn, that I'm getting everywhere, people who like, let's hop on a quick call. Like, what quick call? Why do it like, what are we going to talk about? And like everything, like my psychological reaction, everything is just like shrinks in me because like, oh my gosh, like they're gonna sell me something. Hey Margaret, thank you, like thank you for jumping in. They're gonna sell me something. So like this is what you do in your DMs instead. You establish connections. You asking person what they're working on, right? And like you genuinely curious about them. Make it about them. Make it fun. Make it fun. Because listen, a year ago, and I changed my strategy here a little bit. A year ago, I would ask meaningful question when I connect in my connection request. Right now, people are like, oh my gosh, why do you need to know about my plans? Like, why are you asking I'm not buying anything. I don't need a coach. I'm not on the market. Like, so right now I'm changing it a little bit. So I'm not asking a question from the get-go anymore because I see people have negative reaction. So if people have negative reaction, this is and again, like I'm not selling anything. I'm starting a conversation. Like I don't need you in on my call, on my consultation, if you don't know who I am, if you don't know what problem you have, and if you don't know how I can help you, and if you don't even know if you want that help or not. So like I don't need you on my call personally. So this is why it is essential to create those conversations, to create those connections. And again, you create conversation casually, you start like and but like again, it has to be focused conversation. Like, okay, like tell me like what you're working on. Like, are you doing anything fun? Like, what are you planning for 2024? And if people and if people not giving you an answer, meaning like they're probably not like ready to engage in a serious conversation. So keep it minimum, engage with the content, support them. Boom. And over time, because also like it is a buying cycle. Uh it like yes, looking forward to monetizing in the near future. Yes, Margaret, we're gonna talk about it like in about monetization like here in a sec. Um, but you have to understand your buying cycle. You have like, and the buying cycle. By the way, before I tell you what the buying cycle is, drop me in the comments how do you understand your buying cycle? What is a buying cycle? Because I literally had a conversation with one of my connections on LinkedIn, and we were talking about how many entrepreneurs are literally killing their buying cycle before their buying cycle starts. And I think we're gonna go and do a podcast episode together. So like I'm super excited about that. So let me know in the comments, what do you think a buying cycle is? What is a buying cycle? What is the buying cycle? Because again, so many entrepreneurs are willing to jump off the cliff screaming, my business is not working. You don't know your buying cycle. Your business is working, but your buying cycle is a little large right now. And in fact, for many businesses, a buying cycle is rather large because when there is an economic downturn and when there is an oversaturated or saturated market, people take their time to consider their buying decision. How are you different from another coach? And this is why it is essential. And this is why I look at my data like, okay, like who do I help? Entrepreneurs, what entrepreneurs? Black and Latino entrepreneurs, because it is the data. It is all of my clients, not just the majority of my clients, all of my clients. Also, it correlates directly with my story. Because when I moved to the United States, these are first communities. These are two first communities who accepted me as an equal human being. And this is a powerful story, y'all. This is no, and this is what people don't hear often, right? And this is the differentiator. And again, and when you try to play safe, like, oh, I will try to play safe because I want to help everybody. But when you're helping everybody, you sound like everybody else. And when you sound like everybody else, nobody hears you. Like that's the thing. Now, buying cycle. Buying cycle is a period of time when people land on your page, like either through your content or through your connection request. People look at you. People start consuming your content to like it's this is the start, and it stops when when you finish and fulfill your services. This is your buying cycle. And the first milestone is when people land on your page and they say like, yes, this is my person. And after that, they make another consideration like, yeah, when I look, I want to watch their content because I like what they're saying. And the third milestone, like, I want to buy from them. And then, there's also level of awareness, problem aware, solution aware, or like problem aware, solution aware, product aware, most aware. So there are five stages, but like we can shorten it into three. Um, and like this is your buying cycle. And like how you can shorten buying cycle is through content seasons, not pillars. Listen, every coach under the sun is teaching right now content pillars, content buckets, whatever you call them. I submit to you that you need to guide, and you need to have enough leadership in your content that you lead people through different levels of awareness. Again, if you're wacky on your messaging, if you don't like, if your messaging is not strong enough, go to my comment section, and there's 11-minute training, literally no fluff 11-minute training, and watch it. Because you have to have your promise, you have to have your process, you have to have your person. And this is really, really essential. Like literally grab that 11-minute training. Like I'm serious, especially if you don't know what you're promising to people. If you don't know what your promise is, go watch it. Like I literally give you the entire framework how to position your promise for your product or your service that you provide. And this is essential. So uh and I lost my train of thought. So, these are the essentials, right? How do you shorten your buying cycles? Is to be as precise as possible. Is by building your communities, is to go where the people are at. L and content seasons. Here we go. I knew I'd come back to it. And content seasons. So you start with seeding, and you help people to diagnose their problem. Do they even have the problem? And this is a part of your messaging. Again, like if you struggle with messaging, grab the 11-minute training, like, or book a strategy call, like, to clarify that with me. So like that's in the comments, that's in the bio. Like and after seeding, after you help people to diagnose their problem, what comes next? You're probing. So you're basically checking in with your community, because here's the harsh truth that not many people are willing to hear right now. Only 2% of your audience is willing to buy right now. Is willing to buy right now. Hello from Bangladesh. Hey, thank you for joining. Only 2% of people are willing to buy right now from you. And but like the good news out of your audience that you have right now, people constantly moving from not ready to buy to consideration phase to ready to buy. And this is after you done seeding, like a gardener. You want to check your you want to check your garden. You want to check your field, right? You want to check who is ready to engage, who is ready to buy, who is ready to start a conversation. Okay, like maybe nobody is ready. Like what I need to do, I need to continue to seed. Like I need to continue to educate them. And after seeding, you're actively selling. And again, when you are selling, it's not just like, hey, come work with me. Hey, come work with me. Hey, book a call with me. No, like you give people value. And one of the ways, like one of the wonderful ways to sell your services is through actually creating community, like I'm doing today, doing live streams, doing audio rooms, providing information, providing training. Like, yes, there is a training. Yes, there is a button to book a call with me. Yes, there's my calendar link, but there's also 11-minute training. No fluff, no fluff training, and something that you can implement right now. So give them more than you can receive. Like Gary Vee says, like job, right hook. So you have to give enough jobs, like, to give them the right hook. So now do you have any questions, Margaret? I remember your question and I will answer your question in a second. Do you have any questions when it comes to selling high ticket offer, when it comes to like social selling, when it comes to like social media marketing, when it comes to where we're at and how to sell high ticket offer? Any questions? Drop your questions in the chat. And by the way, your participation means a world to me. Thank you so much for engaging. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for prioritizing you and yourself first and put your name in the chat. Because like I said in the beginning, when you put your name, when you put yourself out there, you don't know who is watching. You don't like marketer, you don't know who is looking at your comment and like, oh, I want to connect with a proud mom. I want to connect with a change maker. Or like Ariel, I want to connect with with a CEO and founder. I want to connect with a digital marketer. Like, put your name out there, put yourself out there. Like, this is why I say, like, uh comment game, when you're commenting, it is almost as essential as content creation. It's a form of content creation. All right, any questions? Margaret asked me in the DMs, like, what payment processes we could use for online business. This is a very simple question. I'm gonna give you what works for me. So, when you are building your business online, first of all, if you're selling high ticket offer, and in my books, high ticket offer is anything from $2,500 to $12,000 and more. This is high ticket offer. So, if you're selling high ticket offer and you wanna you wanna be your own you wanna finance your program because not everybody can afford 5,000, $12,000. You wanna finance your offer yourself. So for that, I personally use Stripe. I use Stripe. This is the payment provider that I'm using everywhere. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with it. Like, yes, there's a little bit of percentage that like Stripe will take out of my payments, but like I'm happy with this. The second software that I'm using is a Thrive card because listen, I don't want to manually set up like payment plans and subscriptions and all that fun stuff. I want to just like to configure it once and so it would do it for me. So Thrive card will do it for me. So, Margaret, you asked me if we do like if you could do Zelle or Stripe. Let me tell you a story. I was banking with one of the banks, and I don't know, like, should I drop the name or not? I'm debating. Um, but that bank, I create a business account. And first of all, like if you're running a business, create a business account. Separate your finances from your personal to your business. If you have LLC and if you want to take advantage of LLC, separate your finances. Your business account is separate, your personal account is separate. Those are separate accounts and pay yourself. Be the business owner, be the entrepreneur that you said you are. So, like, don't mix finances together. So, this is number one. So, I created a business account, and that provider gave me an option to create a link for payments. And I would not have to pay that huge percentage that I would normally pay for Stripe. And so, like, okay, I'm gonna secure the bag. I wanna take advantage of it. Like if I don't have to pay extra, I'm not gonna pay extra, right? So I went ahead and used that link. Guess what? My client asked me to split the payment into two payments, like on the same day. That provider says like you're a scammer. You can't use that, like you can do that, and we're gonna hold your finances. We're gonna hold like your money that client pay you for 190 days. 190 days. That was crazy. I was like, I'm calling my client. I say, hey, I think there's a misunderstanding with the bank. Like, can you please call the bank and tell them that I'm not a scammer, that like you are willing to pay for the services, that it's legit services that you sign up for. So she did. She's my like biggest fans and like she really liked working with me. And she called me and said, like, yeah, I called them. So I called my bank and said, like, my client literally just called you and said, release the fund right now because like it is not a scam. I was like, yeah, she called us, but we're not gonna do it. Like we're gonna hold your money for 190 days anyway, and we're gonna cancel. We're gonna cancel your account with a quick link because we still think that you're a scammer, even though your customer called us, even though yeah, like you're charging way too much money. After that, I I literally rang on that bank. I took all of my money from my bank account and I transferred it to another account. And I'm not doing business with that bank again. So with that little story, use Stripe because people had similar problems with other payment systems. I'm not gonna drop the names because I'm not here to start a drama. I'm here to help you to build successful businesses. So use Stripe, use Thrive Cart if you want to make it beautiful. If you want to have like beautiful checkout pages, if you want to like your payment plan preset up for you, it's super easy to do. So like I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Any other questions? Any other questions? And listen, I want to acknowledge each and every one of you. And I see the people on LinkedIn are watching. Thank you for your time being with me. I appreciate you because you could have been anywhere in the world. You could have tuned in to anything, literally anything right now, but you chose to be here. Thank you so much. Your support means the world to me. And also, like as we're wrapping up, if you have questions, if you want me to answer anything, let me know in the comments. I will answer you. And if you need help with your messaging, and if you wanna no salesy, no fluff, straight to the point training, how to improve your promise, how to clarify your process, uh and how to niche, how to really clarify your niche, grab the training in my comments, and it's also in my bio if you're watching me on Instagram. And if you need to book a call with me, there is a button to book a call with me. If you need a strategy call with me, so that option is available to you and open. Again, thank you so much. You mean a lot. Your community, your attention, your participation means the world to me. Thank you so much. And I will see you next week. Listen, next week I'm doing something really amazing. I'm doing my mini trainings. So, meaning I'm going to go live 3 times a week and I'm going to do my mini trainings. And the first training is going to be on Monday. We're going to talk about pricing. So then I'm going to go live on Wednesday and on Friday. And if you want to be on Zoom with me, and if you want to get live coaching, like hot seat coaching with me, drop me a DM. You don't have to register for anything. You like, there's no link to register or anything like that. It's just literally live interaction. And if you want to be on Zoom, say, hey, I want to be on Zoom with you. Like, it's going to be at 9 o'clock every single day, 9 o'clock in the morning, like Pacific Standard Time, noon Eastern Standard Time. All right. Thank you so much. I will see you. I will see you next week, and catch me on those internet and LinkedIn streets.